Oh, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Sideline Study minicast has returned. I am feeling healthy, I am feeling awake, and I feel excited to be doing this again. So let's get to it, everybody. It's time for the Sideline Study for October 2nd, 2018.
Arizona sucks. Fuck Arizona.
Asking Jane accounts, he's always been a fat ass.
Says up on Pornhub, sorry for your weird masturbation session.
It's time for the Sideline Study, presented by JBShow.net. Boy, it feels good to be doing that again. It feels good looking at that video again. Hopefully I'm not peeking too much, but I'm just so excited to be back here, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what the audio levels are going to be like for this episode. Just bear with me, because, it's been like a week? I feel rusty. Although, I already had a bad mic to begin with, right? So it's not like it made a difference. But I'm so excited to finally be back doing this again. It's been a while. I had some kind of stomach flu. It was bad, and for the past week, since last Sunday, I felt the effect of it. All from Monday to Friday, I was just having a puke bucket next to me. It was horrible. I don't know what the fuck I had. Maybe I got poisoned by something I ate. Possibly, I did have a lasagna. It's weird because I bought one of those frozen lasagnas to share with a buddy. For Super Bowl Sunday, we had lasagna, and right after that, I just felt ill for the fucking past week. It's like every time my stomach's like, I even made those sound effects every time. So, but before we get into this podcast, I want to first of all thank everybody for all the get well wishes away from the Sideline Study. I think it did me well because it did me time to actually try and do some actual blogging for JB Show. It was good of me to try and mix it up. I'm not sure what the audience is looking for when it comes to hearing a daily opinion when it comes to football. I just want to have a simple platform where I can just give my daily thoughts every day on football, and that doesn't take too much of your time, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody's got their busy schedule, and I'm dealing with mine because I live in the West Coast. So I have a different time schedule compared to a lot of people, and sometimes my work interferes. I'm actually on my way going to work today, so that's why I wanted to get this out of the way, make sure I got this done for JB's show, and because I feel good enough to finally do one. So let's get into it. First of all, where's the fucking... I have a script here. There we go. Where's the fucking script? This podcast is sponsored, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We actually have a sponsor for this minicast that we do. It's called Seat Giant. It's a local trusted site selling concert and sporting event tickets all in North America in Canadian dollars. So all you Americans, you can stop paying in American dollars and switch over to SeatGiant.ca. It's Canadian owned and operate with Canadians always in mind. And always pay in Canadian dollars for your tickets at SeatGiant.ca. And that's hockey tickets, baseball tickets, basketball tickets, football tickets, soccer tickets, concert tickets. No matter what team or concert you want to go to in North America, always check out SeatGiant.ca. Or in America, SeatGiant.com. SeatGiant.ca guarantees every single ticket. So always buy with confidence on SeatGiant.ca. Once again, that's SeatGiant.ca. And it has the best ratings and reviews in the entire industry. You can do this by Googling their name and reviews. And for all your favorite teams and concerts, use SeatGiant.ca. To purchase your tickets, and for all US listeners, you can get 30% off using discount code JBRadio. That's right, 30% at checkout to save even more money at SeatGiant.ca. So choose www.SeatGiant.ca, the Canadian choice, and use discount code JBRadio. And more importantly, SeatGiant.ca wants to say, welcome home. I do feel at home. We're back doing this, ladies and gentlemen. It feels great to be doing this again. I see that some people are actually watching on YouTube. Today's episode is absolutely free. Usually I would try and upload this for Patreon for exclusive only. But it's the beginning of the month. You start fresh when it comes to doing Patreon stuff. You give the new people a little taste of what to experience. That's right. For everybody that's on YouTube right now, what we do is this is for jbshow.net. So what I would do is I would record this exclusively for jbshow.net. And we would have it posted in the blog section in JB Show. But for early listeners, you guys can go to Patreon, where I try and upload it and do it live for you guys early. So if you guys want to watch the show live, you're more than welcome to. If you guys want to listen to it, I upload it to Patreon as well, because some people like the audio version of the podcast. Sometimes if you're on the go, you click on the podcast on Patreon, and then you can just listen as you're doing stuff on the go. It's fucking awesome. I love the Patreon app. So get over to patreon.com/Coop the Comedian if you want to support the show. And let's just get right into it. How about last night's game? The Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos, man. Patrick Mahomes, he looked a little bit slow in the first half. So while I was watching the game, I got to tell you right now, after yesterday, I was extremely beat from work. So I passed out during the fourth quarter of the game. And it was only like 8 o'clock. I fell asleep by, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how early that is? I was out fucking cold. But I caught up with the highlights, so it's all good. Patrick Mahomes, he looked sluggish in the first half of the game. Andy Reid, one of the greatest coaches in my generation when it comes to football, pulls this kid aside. He knows this guy's got a ton of talent, and he's got to compose himself. And that is exactly what everybody was just talking about. When it comes to these young quarterbacks, it's a new environment for them going into these games. Obviously, crowds are a huge factor in football. My God, I know in college football you have big crowds, but the atmosphere when it comes to an NFL and the pressure that comes behind it, being in the top, you're at the top, you got to stay composed. And Patrick Mahomes wasn't doing well this game. And then fucking fourth quarter, somehow the Denver Broncos, after leading the entire game, they had a second and 30, and they gave up 2 massive plays to fucking, I think, nobodies. Dwayne Harris or Chris Harris Jr. flipping his fucking lid, apparently, for the Denver Broncos right now. I would be too. You let this guy get back in the game with these massive plays, and that is what he does, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Mahomes is some kind of Brett Favre upcoming guy. It's weird. The comparisons are there because this kid just comes back out of nowhere and fucking just wins, and he throws bombs for touchdowns, man. I'm amazed by this young kid. I like at the beginning of the year, I had my doubts about this kid because of the interception rate, and they got rid of Alex Smith for this kid, and I was worried in training camp about these picks, but At this point, who fucking cares when this guy's got a fucking arm and he can fucking sling it and he will get players down the field, man. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, got to give this guy credit. All right. On the other hand, got to give it to the Denver Broncos after fucking Casey Keenum. You know, he hasn't put up the numbers, but he's doing all right. Let's go through the numbers. But I'm actually surprised at, well, Casey Keenum's fitting in with that system quite a bit. They're not looking too good with him, but he's doing better than I expected. It's like the Venom movie, apparently. It's better than what you expect. That is what everybody's saying, what's going on with the Venom movie, if anybody wants spoiler alerts. Apparently it's better than expected. But a lot of people were expecting it wasn't going to be very good. It's too bad it wasn't rated R, or else it'd be really fucking good, I think. God damn it, Disney, you fucking pricks. Oh, it's not even Disney, I don't think, is it? Is it? I don't even know anymore. I don't know. No, Sony? I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. I don't know my fucking superhero shit. I do know football. Let's talk some numbers here. Patrick Mahomes, 28 for 45 completion rate for 304 yards and 1 touchdown. Like I said, the guy was fucking slinging it. But Kareem Hunt had one hell of a game for this. He had 19 attempts for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. And Patrick Mahomes actually ran it for a touchdown. So... Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put that on there, but that's weird. What else we got here? Travis Kelce had a nice game. 7 receptions for 78 yards for 1 touchdown. Everybody's going to fucking, like, slay me on this shit. You know that? Everybody hates my slang, how I can't talk properly and that. I don't give a shit. I just want to fucking talk. Let me fucking talk like a goddamn parrot. That's basically what I feel like I am half the time. Just a fucking parrot that just squawks shit. Alright, let's go over the Denver Broncos side for numbers. Casey Keenum, 21 for 33 attention for completion rate for 245 yards, 1 interception. Now these running backs, this is the problem with Denver. They've always had a split committee. They've never found that proper 3-down back. It's always a fucking committee. And that's pissing me off in fantasy football. Philip Lindsay, 12 attempts for 69 yards and a touchdown. If you got him on your fantasy team, I trade you off, and you still lost to me. I actually, in my one of my fantasy leagues, check this trade out. I traded away Jared Cook, Vincent Jackson, and Ryan Fitzpatrick for Kirk Cousins and Ezekiel Elliott. That's all I'm saying. The guy lost to me anyway. I was against the guy I traded the things to. You loser! Alright. I don't want to brag too much. Look at me. I tried smoking as much weed as possible. And look at me, still a fucking cocky prick. Ronnie Freeman, 8 attempts for 67 yards and 1 touchdown. See, this is what I fucking mean about this goddamn committee. They can't pick a proper back. Anyways. Anything else? The passing game is dying for Denver. The running game is starting to pick up. Emmanuel Sanders, 5 receptions for 45 yards. Jankovic had some nice blocks in the game. He's the fullback, by the way. He had a catch for 32 yards. Holy shit, was that one of the ending? I don't know if that was or not, but that guy had one hell of a game. Janovic, he saved a lot of fucking runs, man. But this guy, I like that guy. I like a nice fullback, especially that can fucking just run and then beast a guy over. You know what I'm saying? I love those running backs. Nothing else I really want to report from the Denver Broncos because they all kind of had a quiet game. I mean, most of them had reception for at least over 25 yards each. So One guy had four catches for 57 yards. So that's 15 yards a catch. No, it was he kind of passed the ball a lot around a little bit, but I don't know. Mostly Emmanuel Sanders in the running game did most of the work. What else do I want to say? Anything going on with news-wise in the NFL? I'm just going to go through the news-wise. AP says he has no beef with Saints despite exit, and he shouldn't. No, so it's just he was in a different system. That's all. Like, what? I don't even need to read that story. Harris bemoans Broncos giving up 2nd and 30. Absolutely, yeah. I would fucking be so pissed off for fucking... Oh my god, those fucking plays. I can't believe that. Marone rejects 2-point criticism. I respect the game. Okay, cool. Don't want to go into that story. Seahawks owner battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Oh, okay. I'll give my thoughts to the owner, Paul Allen. Hopefully... I'm just sending my regards. I don't know too much about what the hell that is or not. But okay, so this is the big story I wanted to get into. I just wanted to quickly go through daily stories if they were interesting or not. But the Earl Thomas situation, I wanted to get into this topic because this is the biggest issue going on right now. This is everybody has a certain amount of respect for a player, what they do, and that is why I feel I had a amount of respect for these players that feel and deserve they want to be paid the way they do. They want the safety in case they're injured because football is a physical sport. Anything can happen, and the first thing should be the safety and the concern of the player's future because they're risking their bodies and they're playing every play they have to be the best at their position, right? They feel they deserve to be paid. Some people don't feel that these players deserve to be paid. They are. And I respect everybody's view when it comes to players holding out in that, but when it came to the Earl Thomas situation, first of all, you should have fucking just traded this guy away right away. He was already a problem in the locker room for the Seattle Seahawks. The guy, why did the Seahawks even fucking want to keep this guy around in the first place? This is a failure on the Seattle Seahawks organization for not getting rid of him and getting the value that you had for him at the time. Because they've completely fucked up. Before this Earl Thomas situation happened with him getting injured, he was supposed to be traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. He was supposed to be. There were talks. And I reported that on the Sideline Study minicast here. If you guys don't listen, then I encourage you guys to keep listening. On a daily basis, just come here for about 15 minutes for my daily thoughts on football and updates what's going on. But it's the failure on the Seattle Seahawks organization for not trading him away last year. As soon as that guy went up to the Dallas Cowboys and said he wants to be with him, you should have gotten rid of him right away. It's just, first of all, it's a less distraction for the entire locker room and team. Second of all, the Seattle Seahawks, I don't think were going anywhere. I think they were already on a downfall, and they should have been planning ahead. They should have been getting value for something that was starting to be dying. The Legion of Boom is now almost dead. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anybody left. There's Bobby Wagner. Funny story. Go back if you guys are fans of stand-up comedy, and do you guys know Bobby Slayton? I went to Montreal many years ago when I was just starting off in comedy. I wanted to go to this festival and learn the experience about the best comedy festival in the world. I met Bobby Slayton And Bobby Slayton's a legend when it comes to comedy, and the Pitbull of comedy is what they call him. Sat this guy down, and I asked him, he was like, I'm a big fan of you. I watched your stuff a couple of years ago with the Tiger Woods bit. I just want to know if you want to come on for about 10 minutes and just talk about who you are in my audience. So, yeah, he agreed. We went over, and I called him Bobby Wagner. Oops. So you can go listen to the whole fucking interview with that. It's on my fuck, man, you can go find it. Look up Coop the Comedian, or no, Coop's Corner podcast with Bobby Wagner, or not. See, I'm already fucking it up. Bobby Slayton. Hopefully just look up those two names on Google and you'll find the episode. It was fun. But, yeah, there's not much left on the Seahawks. So that is a failure on the Seattle Seahawks for not trading away and getting value for him at that opportunity. Now, when it comes to professionalism of Earl Thomas, I do not agree with the salute. No, it's just, I know you're angry, but who are you angry at? Come on, man. Like, I don't know, like, you should have just, like, I don't know. To me, I probably would have been more professional. I would have actually just gone on social media or somewhere. I don't know. I understand that you had a broken leg and everything. I've never suffered a broken leg. I don't know the pain that you went through, but I understand why you were holding out, man. I understand. And I give you so much respect, Earl Thomas, for coming back to a team that needed you, that gave that team that spark to help get these teams at least a few wins. I guarantee you right now, I don't think without Earl Thomas they would have gotten 2 wins so far. But now that Earl Thomas is gone, it's gonna be a different story. I just don't think that secondary is gonna do the job in Seattle this year. So I give you a matter of respect. The professionalism, I definitely would not have agreed with the salute to the Seattle Seahawks, because who are you angry at? Your players? Are you angry at